This is a screenshot of the last activity in my friend's group chat. Let me screenshot this real quick.
Oh, now, what did I even say in this chat?
Oh, I gotta leave this chat.
I don't see the feds yet.
FBI, get down.
By some divine intervention, a group forms. But how? The mutual friend effect. So obviously there's always a common location, which is usually the lunch table. And after so many days of sitting together, a solid group forms. As people keep getting added, the spots left go away, meaning the group has found its limits. This is where the trouble really begins.
Hey, can my friend Jack sit here?
There's no seats left.
Hey Albert, you could sit somewhere else today, right?
Bruh.
Which leads us to part 2. The golden era. Back then we were so sure we would all grow old together, roasting each other's gray hair and complaining about kids these days. But looking back, we probably should have asked ourselves a very important question.
Are you guys just friends because you share a common location?
Hey, best friends forever, right?
For sure.
Huh?
It turns out that location has a lot more to do with friendship than we'd like to admit.
Actually?
Bro, get out of here. But at the time, we were just living in the moment with endless inside jokes, spontaneous plans, and the golden days of texting until 3 AM. It was perfect. That is until, well, life happened. Yo, let's get some pizza today.
Man, I can't. I got work.
Alright, bet. I said we eating pizza.
Man, get out of here.
And here we are with part 3, the turning point. This is where we all started changing. People who were once so alike suddenly seemed different. Personality shifted and priorities rearranged. It's that weird point in life where everyone starts finding themselves, aka disappearing for long periods of time and returning as a completely different character. Hey bro, you trying to light up?
Nah, I don't smoke anymore.
Well, hey, lose my number. And of course the relationships. Suddenly friends who used to always be there for you were only available if their partner was too. It was like they got relationship tunnel vision, and the friend group became the third wheel. Yeah, I was at the gym and, they told me that girl was a major red flag. I'm so glad they warned me so I didn't have to waste my time on that.
They shouldn't have told you that.
Okay. But the biggest crack in the foundation. Smaller cliques started forming within the group. Suddenly it wasn't the friend group anymore, it was the friend group plus a mini group.
Hey, remember that escape room?
Wait, when was this?
Oh, yeah, sorry, we forgot to invite you on that one.
Alright. And of course we can't forget the beef within a friend group, which I have a story about. Back when I was in high school, I had my friends over to my place and we pulled out the beer pong table, and it went a little like this. Alright, you want to throw for who goes first? Bro, how dumb are you? Why'd you think that was a good idea? Part 4. The downfall and reflection. Graduation happened, and suddenly life pulled everyone in different directions. The group that once felt like family was now scattered all over the map. Some of us went to college many hours away, others joined the military, and some just vanished into the real world. I wonder whatever happened to Nathan. Yeah, see you later, Nathan.
Bye, lad.
Oh, a puddle, ya yeet. Something ain't right about this one.
Yeah, weird stuff, man.
It's a little bittersweet, right? Every friend group has an expiration date. Some go quietly, some explosively, but every group eventually reaches the same place. A dusty old group chat, the final resting place of all our memories, arguments, and broken plans. Do you ever think about how all the time we spend in our algorithms are just making us more and more individualistic? I feel like at a certain point we're just not going to relate to each other anymore.
Yo, you gotta stop thinking so much.
And I know you might be feeling a little disappointed that nothing lasts forever, but I'd like to believe people are in your life for a certain period of time for a reason. The other day, an old friend reached out to me saying sorry for how things ended between us, but after a conversation, we realized that we were actually there for each other during some of our lowest moments in life.
Oh hey, a hitchhiker. Need a ride?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever wonder about how people are in your life for a period of time, and then one day they're just gone?
Hey man, sometimes they're just there for that stretch of the highway.
Unfortunately, this is your last stretch.
Wait, what do you mean by that? And anyone who's experienced a plethora of character growth will come to realize things need to come and go. Certain things can't always come with you on your journey, and I know it's a painful truth, but I still deeply care for all the people who have brought me along to this place in my path. But in order to make room for the new, you must make space by getting rid of the old. I know this is awful. I'm by no means saying draw people or act like you're above others. It's just sometimes people's paths don't align anymore, and that's perfectly okay. I really believe people are the ultimate reflection of lessons for you to learn.
We had a great journey, didn't we?
We sure did, but I have to follow my path. Maybe we'll cross paths again. One of my favorite comments I've ever received was, I thought about this video for some days and I think I understand it now. And why is this relevant? Not everyone is going to be where you are. Sometimes your train of thought won't make sense to others and may even be taken negatively by certain people. And when there's that mismatch to the degree that you had to hinder yourself, it's time to move on. Hey man, this is my stop right here. I gotta go.
Well, hey, thanks for the time we shared.
Before I use this scale to paint the negatives and positives my current friend group exposes to me, let me paint an understanding of it. So 200 is about your average person, 499 would be people like Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla, and 1000 is people like Buddha, Jesus, and prophets alike.
I'm right up there with Einstein, for real.
Bro, you put milk before the cereal. That's straight level 100 behavior. So I'm in Thailand right now with some friends, and this group is highlighting my timidness, fear, apathy, shame, and judgmental nature, which using the scale of consciousness are all very bad traits to have, and they help me push beyond these parasitic traits. Bro, I can't even swim. I don't know if wakeboarding's a good idea.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Alright, here goes nothing. So this might be a bit long-winded, but trust me, it leads somewhere. I'm going to chart myself here so you can get an understanding of how to use it. Also, something to note is most people only gain 5 to 10 points in a lifetime, so while I know I painted my negative traits heavily earlier, I'm also very based in reason with a very rare touching of love, and I know people might be like, oh, so you don't love people very much, huh? And it's not like that at all. This is an unconditional love, which is very hard to embody. I'll shine a bit of pride here, but it's a good example. I was at the laundromat the other day and a beetle was stuck on its back, and I watched it struggle for a bit because I felt a bit ashamed to help it, I'm not gonna lie. But after a while, I helped them back up on their feet since it wasn't going to happen on their own. According to ChatGPT, I'm around 450, but they're far too kind since they don't account my struggle, so I'm probably around 340 since I gotta clear some lower level habits still. Hey sir, that was the test. You can now move on from this plane of suffering.
Huh? What did he say?
In certain moments in life, you catch a glimpse of the higher levels of consciousness, and for me personally, I had what I believe to be a Kundalini awakening that raised me to around a 600 plus for a moment, and after that experience, I instantly transformed from around a level of 60 to around 200, but please don't attempt it since it's not the safest thing. So I could see how the aura of say Jesus or Buddha could be transformative, but what's this rant all about anyways? Well, naturally like attracts like, so if you aren't happy with where you are, consider working on yourself. And I don't mean this in the basic self-improvement way.
Essentially limiting your erection. So we can't just get a bigger pee-pee, but we can make sure that the erection that you do get is as hard and as big as it possibly could be. Does that make sense?
So most self-improvement talks about money, working out, and hustling, and you know, that's great and all, but trust me when I say this, money and working hard doesn't necessarily provide good character. I've even seen it do quite the opposite on many occasions. What I'm talking about is a purification of the soul, to refine and remove all negative aspects of yourself.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge.
Most are lost about what this even means, but it makes sense since we are often blind to our flaws, but it requires extreme introspection and self-restraint since this is about identifying our own internal struggles and shortfalls, and removing them through non-attachment, which wouldn't be so difficult if the school system was like I described in this video right here.